did an interview, okay, and in the interview, we brought up. Actually, you brought up, or whatever. We was talking, and you made a statement about Sugar Ray Leonard, and in that statement, you said there's not a lot of Sugar Ray Leonards in boxing, right?
Right.
And I was sleeping. It was about 1 a.m. And all of a sudden, I see a tweet from Leonard Ellerby. Okay, Leonard Ellerby, obviously everybody knows he's behind Mayweather Promotions, and I think behind Gervonta Davis. And he said a bunch of things, but I'm gonna read you one quote that he said, and I had sent it to you. He said, "His opinion, I don't agree. It's okay. In my opinion, he's very envious of successful fighters of the last couple decades. Old school guy who's clueless how these eras are drastically different. He's definitely right about the mentality, but Ray and a couple others are well off, but the others aren't." And he continued with other statements saying how guys weren't that smart back then, and the majority of guys are broke. But he did take multiple shots at you, calling you clueless or whatever.
Listen, Leonard Ellerby is, and I don't know Leonard Ellerby, but I've dealt with him online before. He is an extremely ignorant man. I can assure you of this. He is an ignorant man. For some reason, he's got it in his head now that he's this tough guy, and he wants to talk tough about people and insult people on the internet. And he's a personality on the internet. I don't know why he gets aggressive. He did it with me a few months ago. He's ignorant. He's a very stupid person. Let me tell you that he's very stupid. And I put a thing up a few months back, and I said, "Wow, I'm throwing stuff out there, right? It's what I do, just
I see it
boxing,
all the time. Different things,
And I said, man, imagine if Floyd Mayweather ever made a comeback, and fought Terrence Crawford and beat Terrence Crawford. I go, would that?" And I posed the question, would that put him as the greatest fighter of all time? That's all I did. I started the conversation. And this guy jumps in insulting me and calling me names and similar to this thing. And I'm saying, what are you talking about? This is the internet. But like I don't like this dude. I don't like the way he talks. And the problem with me is the only interaction I had with this guy in my life. About a year ago, I tried to call him or talk to him on the internet. I say, hey, if I could ever send you a poster I have of Floyd Mayweather, if you could have Floyd sign it for me, I could raise money for Wilfred Benitez and Gerald McClellan in a picture clone. I could sell it for hundreds of dollars, and especially if Floyd inscribed it to somebody. And I said, man, we could do that. So he wouldn't respond. And so finally one time I tagged him. I said, hey, man, can we do this? And he goes, oh, send me a private message. So I sent him a private message, and he gives me a phone number to call, his number, I guess. And that was it. I called his number like 400 times. He never responded, and I've never talked to him since. And the next time I hear any indication that he even knows who I am is when I said, man, what if Floyd ever beat Crawford? I wasn't being insulting. I mean, it's not insulting. I was throwing a mythical matchup out there, and all of a sudden he comes getting aggressive with me. I mean, I don't know what his game is, he's got a low level mentality, I guess, but he's trying to be insulting. I don't understand his mentality at all. He's an ignorant dude, and I knew, and somebody told me when they saw our interaction when I was trying to help raise money for Gerald and those guys, and they saw, don't even bother with Leonard. He's a fake. Like he's not gonna help you. And I said, no, man, he sent me a message. He told me to call him. And they're like, oh, call him, see what happens. Sure enough, I called the number 47 times, never got through. He never called me back, never answered, nothing. And next time I hear from him, he's trying to insult me about a mythical matchup I put up. So now he wants to come in. I'm talking about Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, at this point, I'm a respectful guy, but I'm losing respect. You're not gonna just insult me and think I'm not gonna go there. With you, because he's an open target for sure.